Hello, Brian Lynch here. It is July 31st, 2022, out here at the orchard with a update to the Pawpaw project, an update that I'm guessing a lot of people, myself included, thought would never actually come. Just want to say thank you to everybody who sent me reminders throughout the year to provide an update. So out here at the orchard, you can see it's pretty overgrown now. So I moved about 90 miles away and wasn't able to come down here as often as I would have liked. So what I did is before I left, I planted large pawpaw or a large number of pawpaw trees and hoped for the best. So it's been 6 years since I moved away from Tippecanoe County, and here is a little bit of an update. So the orchard is located in the old Wabash and Erie Canal area. And in fact, the area I'm standing in right now is actually part of where the old canal used to be. It was just dug out for the canal. And what happens sometimes is the area floods, and we get, sometimes fish get trapped in here, as you can see the remains there. And, it acts as good fertilizer, and it also provides a good way to attract pollinators, namely flies, for the pawpaws. Now, right here is a pawpaw tree. This was probably planted in, I'm guessing 2016. And if I come in here, you can see that there are indeed some pawpaws on this tree. You can see over here, some more of the, another pawpaw tree. I think I planted, I forget the exact spacing, but I think it was either 15 feet apart from each other. Maybe it was 20 feet, but you can see it. Here's another pawpaw tree. This tree has basically been on its own for the last 6 years. Every now and then I come out and weed whack as much as I can in an afternoon, and that's about all the care that they get. They don't get watered, aside from natural rain, and they were just kind of on their own. But there are obviously some gaps. There's a pawpaw right there, and right there, and right there. And so most of them are doing pretty well. I would say that in many areas they've started to grow pretty well. Come over here to another pawpaw tree. Let's see if this one has any fruit on it. Oh, yep, right here. There's a little bit of some pawpaws right there. These weren't my original plan was to graft these over to named cultivars, but I never got around to that. So these are just the seedlings directly from the Indiana State Nursery, and it's July 31st, and these are actually doing. I mean, they're not super huge, but I'm pretty pleased with how they've turned out. Maybe one day, if I have more time, I will start grafting these over. Maybe graft over some branches, perhaps. Be a good thing to do. But yeah, you can see that the pawpaw trees have done really well, despite having basically no care, except for the occasional clearing of the weeds. And by clearing the weeds, you can see this area that looks to be pretty much covered in weeds. This is about as much as I do for clearing of weeds. So here is one of the pawpaws I just took off this tree. This has been cut open, and you can see it does have a high amount of seeds to it. So probably will eventually want to graft this tree over to something that is not quite so seedy. I've got several pawpaw trees planted at my house that I can use as scion wood, and so maybe in the spring next year I will start grafting some of these over and see if I can improve the quality of pawpaws that are being grown on this property.